Do you know what? I haven't got lip gloss on. This is not good. Let's get some lippy on. And let's have a catch up. Because we need one. Also, I never put my hair up on camera. Like, it's something that I feel like I look like a moonhead. Do you know what I mean? But I just thought, who cares? Literally, who cares? Yes, I've got a head, but that head has good thoughts, and that I need it. You know what I mean? First things first, I have to say thank you because only a few people will know, but I had a little troll comment last week. Was it a troll comment? I don't even know. I think it was just someone not very happy that I'm happy. And they said something like, you act like a big movie star, meetings, events, photo shoots, when really you're a YouTube nobody. And you know what? I am a YouTube nobody. Like, there's not one answer me that thinks that I'm, bloody Zoella, if you know, you know. But it's not really the point of why I do this. And if that person would have followed my videos for a long time, they would know that I just really enjoy connecting with people online. I enjoy sharing my life, and I do it because, well, I do it for two reasons. One is for other disabled people. I just feel like, there's so many ways that disabled people can feel disconnected from society, or you have so many barriers going on that you just feel like sometimes non-disabled people don't quite get it. So for me, putting these videos out is, even if it's just one person that watches and can relate to the thoughts and feelings that I have, then that's great. That's all I want from these videos. To be honest as well, it's just me to let out how I feel. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I got that comment, as any normal human being would, I was like, ugh, was I a bit of an asshole for saying meetings, events, photo shoot? But the thing is, that was my week. Like, it's really frustrating sometimes being a disabled person that's predominantly happy, because people don't like happy people, whether you're disabled or not. I'm realising that people on the internet who see happy people either say that they're cringe, or, they're just putting it on, or, there's something that they have to pull down or give a reason as to why they're not really happy. And for a split second, I was like, wait, this is what this person wants me to feel like. It's a reminder, I guess, that no matter how much I share, and even if I share the realities of the shit times, it's really interesting. I saw something on TikTok which was like, as humans, we are more likely to comment on a video nicely when someone's having a shit time versus when someone's showing, happy times or like something that they've achieved. You're not gonna comment. So since I saw that TikTok, I was like, oh my god, I've got to be honest. Like, I never ever would put a troll comment. But say if I'm more likely if someone said like the dog passed away, or, something, so they're going through a hard time, I'm more likely to comment to be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I hope, and that is a problem. The fact that if we see someone just doing really well and having a good day, we don't comment to be like, oh, that's brilliant. Like, obviously some people do, but it's really interesting. So yeah, I guess I wanted to say thank you, because when I got that comment, I literally just replied and was like, yeah, I'm a very happy YouTube nobody. Like, I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. And, you guys just came in, swooped in, and I think I got about like 6 people being like, challenging this person. And I really appreciate it, because don't get me wrong, I don't want like debates on this page. Like, that's not what this page is about. But I really appreciated it because I think comments like that original one, people do that for likes as well. So I get a lot of trolls sometimes who just put things like on other social platforms, and you can tell they just want the likes of other people. It's like that, proud mentality sort of thing. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to first of all say thank you because I really appreciated it. And that person deleted the comment, so I was gonna say I didn't do it. I left it there because I was just like, I don't really care what this person thinks. But yeah, I mean I do care a little bit. Let's be honest. It's human nature to care. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate everyone sticking up for me. And you get me. The journey, and I really appreciate people sticking up for people. Because I would like to think I would do the same as well. So I watched someone and I thought that was uncalled for. Anyway, we won't give that troll any other airtime. Um, so since we last posted, I went to that event, obviously, and then I was editing the weekly vlog that went wrong. That day was just so bad. So not only did I lose all my footage, which we're just gonna bypass, I've literally lost everything on that camera. Like I've built stuff. But I said to my mum, I actually can't remember what was on there, which I think is a good thing. If I don't know what I've lost, then let's just leave it. So I lost that. Then I smashed a bowl. I think I was just really tired and yeah, just overtired. And you know when like you're just really clumsy, a little bit hormonal, and it just wasn't going well. So I smashed the bowl and then I smashed my favourite mug. It was a Yorkshire mug and it said, Yorkshire, I'm from Yorkshire, the posh bit. And I got it. Oh, it was in my Christmas debrief, what I got for Christmas. So, I was so sad. And I think just because everything had gone wrong that day, it was just, ugh. And then I put it on Instagram and I have never received so many comments from people being like, where did you get it? Can we get you another one? Like, it was so bloody cute. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I'll ask my parents where I got it from. Anyway, a few days later, I got a package and it was from a follower who had bought me, I'll put a picture up here, another Yorkshire mug, not the same one, but it said Yorkshire Lass, and 3 packs of tea bags. I'm sorry, but how bloody adorable. I felt like sobbing. I was just like, this just shows how lovely the community is, that they really wanted me to have a better week. So I'm absolutely obsessed. I can't wait to try them. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. So that was like a really nice thing to happen compared to it was a really bad day, but it wasn't a bad week. So we turned it around and it was great. But yeah, how lovely and thoughtful was that? And then I thought I would update you on my crocheting because we are stepping up the game. So I've brought my latest situation and I'm not gonna lie, I think this is the best I've ever done. So at the moment I'm concentrating on perfecting my single stitches. I know like UK versus USA is different, but I think I'm following the UK. But how good is this? Honestly, I'm so proud of myself. I'm still learning, obviously, but it's such a good way to relax on an evening, just doing stitch after stitch. I struggled with a few things, but it's really interesting how, like, I'm not a patient person, and I just kept thinking, I can't do it. But I was doing it. It was just every time I made a mistake, I learnt from that mistake and got better. So it's been teaching me a lot of life lessons as well, But I thought I would share some of the mistakes that I was making because, like, if I learned them, maybe it would help someone else. So the first mistake that I was doing was incorrect. This is only gonna, be interesting to people that actually crochet, but bear with me. So when I was crocheting a line and then you flip it, I was flipping it the wrong way. So I was flipping it so that the string on the ball was in front of me, and I didn't know how I would wrap it, and then I was just like creating this really weird knot. So this is just to say when you flip it, make sure you flip it in a way. So I did that, and now the string is in front, so that's wrong. So you just flip it the other way like that. Now that might be total sense to everybody and really basic, but that was one thing that I was doing all the time. The next thing was tension. So everybody that I watched, look, here's my little hook and everything. Everyone that I watched was doing this. Oh, oh no, I've just pulled a stitch. Oh well, I can sort that after. So everyone that I watched was like doing this, putting one over there and this, and then pulling the yarn and I'm too disabled for that. So all I do is like pull um, enough yarn so that it's like loose, and then all I do is like hold little pinky like this, and do it like that. And I just think like you just find a way. It's very like society. Like I find ways that suit me. I look at how other people do it, and I'm like, that's not going to work for me. So crocheting gives you a lot of life lessons. So yeah, that if you are into crocheting or you want to do it but you're not sure, those are just little things like don't feel like you have to do exactly the same as everyone else. Just work out what works for you. Again, very simple advice, but I think it's important. And then the final thing was everyone talks about a magic circle, and they're like, cross, do a cross with your fingers like this, and put the hook in between and pull it. I can't be asked with that. So for me, by the way, if you don't know what a magic circle is, it's just like a circle that's got stitches in a circle shape. Every time I tried to do a magic circle, it just wasn't working. I didn't really understand it. So I found another way, which was you basically do a chain of stitches, like 4, and then you just feed through back into the first stitch, and it makes a little circle. And that's so much easier than bloody making an X with your fingers and pulling it through, and oh, I can't be arsed with that. So yeah, it's been really interesting to like learn the ways that works for me. And I'm really enjoying it. It's like a really fun evening set that I can do. And I was saying to my friend yesterday, like how like well, actually, no, disabled people go to the gym as well. But as somebody who doesn't walk, no, there's people that don't walk that go to the gym. Some people go to the gym, but I don't. But crocheting for me is like, I think that same switching off hobby that you would get. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really, really enjoying it. And the only thing that I'm getting a bit like, is I'm getting a bit impatient that I just want to make something. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to make an object that's got a purpose. But I just keep having to tell myself, it will come. I've just got to be patient and, reap the rewards when I finally crack it. But I think we're definitely getting there. Like, this is basically a coaster. I'm making a lot of coasters. And if I did like a really long one of these, it's basically a scarf. So I'm very excited. And I got some needles, so it means that say if I made 2 of these, I can like put them together and it could be like a bag or a little pouch or something. So It's all very exciting. But I'm really enjoying that. I just thought I would give you an update because obviously you were here on the journey of when I first got the yarn. So very much enjoying it. It is fabulous. And then I thought the final update I would give you is last week I was talking about how I'd got a talk this week and I was preparing for it. And I just want to let you know that it went really well. I went to Leeds Beckett University. So I actually went to Leeds University, so it's like the, not going to say the rival, but you know, like when you're at uni and you've got like opposite town places. But it was really nice. I did one of my disability sessions that I make myself. It was 2 hours to some staff that work there, and it was just so nice. It was so nice going back to Leeds with blue sky and sunshine, and that was just glorious. And it brought back like all the memories of like being a student and just strolling through Leeds. Yeah, it was really good vibes. And the session went really well. Like, it was really interesting because I always learn something new from every session that I do. Just because of the people that I meet as well, because like some people obviously know disabled people or are disabled people. So I like to think that like my sessions are interactive and I learn from other people as well. So it was just really nice. I got to see old colleagues that used to work at Leeds Uni. And that was really interesting because I was a very different person 10 years ago. Can't believe I was at uni 10 years ago to who I am now. And we were both like catching up on, you know, how things have changed and how I saw disability 10 years ago versus how I see it now. Like, it was very interesting. I actually want to do a video about that at some point. And especially around toxic positivity, which I've got ideas brewing about that. What else was I going to tell you about this? So I did that session. I had a couple of weird interactions, but I always do when I go out. I was in the lift at Leeds train station, and this guy was just like, "What you doing?" And bearing in mind I was in a lift with two men, and I went, "Going to work, what are you doing?" And then he said, "What time did you finish?" And like when I put this on TikTok, people were like, "Oh, he was flirting," but like he was like an older man, and I genuinely don't think he was. I think people just sometimes see disabled people and feel like they just have to say something, like they just can't be quiet. Do you know what I mean? But it was like 8:30 in the morning. I do not want to be talking to strangers. Don't get me wrong, I'm a northerner. I love small talk, but when it's creepy like that, it's just a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so then I was like, but then obviously you have to protect yourself as well. So, you can't be too confrontational, which is so warped that you even have to think that. But I was like, oh, well, I'm freelance, so, I finish when my talk's finished. And you know what he said to me? Ah, lazy hours. Ugh! And it's like, why do I bother answering these shitty questions? Because, you know, I'm just minding my own business. Literally minding my own business. I am busy and booked. And you've got people just offending me left, right and centre. Anyway, and then, like, when I got on the train, this girl was like, hiya, I was like, hiya. And then she just went, I'm a carer. And I was like, all right. You know what I mean? It's just like these things where I don't really need to know. I don't need to know. Like, we can just be strangers on a train and not interact. And that's not to say, like, like, there was a woman when I was coming back home on the train, she had a dog. Oh, we talked about dogs for 20 minutes. Like, I am all about chatting. But if you're just gonna be weird and talk about disability straight away, not in the mood. Anyway, Sorry, I feel like I have gone completely. I've just updated you on the whole week there. Anything else? I don't think so. Had a lovely working week, and then this week is going to be a busy one because it's my mum's birthday. We are going to Birmingham to the craft show, and I'm very excited. So get ready because probably maybe not next weekend because I'll be quite tired, but maybe the weekend after I'll show you what we got at the show because there's always some little finds that you get. But I'm very excited for that. But yeah, that was just a little bit of an update of my week. I hope you've had a lovely week. Let me know what you've been up to. Have you got any gossip? And I just want to shout out to Herbert, who always watches my videos. He's not related to me, even though I think we've got the same surname. Maybe we are related. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for always watching my videos and for always putting a nice comment. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I just love chit chatting to you. Let's see what kind of week we have this week, and I will see you next Sunday for another video.